for help. It doesn't make you weak to ask a question. It doesn't make you weak at all. Just ask, and it shall be given. Guys, what's up? Welcome back to Can It Be? My name is Zozo. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. A lot of people don't realize that a question cannot exist without its corresponding answer. If a question exists, there has to be an answer with it. There's the verse in Matthew that says, "Seek and ye shall find. He who seeks will find." Matthew 7:8. Yeah, 7 through 7:8. Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you. Think about when you knock on a door. When you knock on the door, you're knocking because the door exists. I can't knock on air and it be called knocking. It doesn't work like that. It can't work like that. And so whenever you ask a question, you can't ask a question unless there's an answer to it. There's a corresponding answer to it. For you to receive that answer, or for you to get that answer, you have to ask the question. Even when it seems like you don't need to ask the question, you need to ask the question. So in John 14:13, "And whatsoever ye shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son." If you ask Jesus for something in his name, knowing that he's aligned with the Father, so anything that you ask must be in the will of God, because Jesus is in the will of God and you're in Christ and you're also in the will of God, it will be answered. It will be given unto you. The answer will be given unto you. An answer is something that you're given, something that you receive, right? Because you're given gifts, you're given advice, it's something that you take. So if you are asking God, where should I move? Where should I go? What should I do? What should I apply for? What should I study? What business should I start? What book should I write? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? If you're someone who's constantly asking, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? That's like someone constantly knocking, not expecting the door to open. If I'm knocking on a door, I'm never going to sit there and knock forever and never expect, I'm knocking because I expect someone to answer me. And because I expect someone to answer me, whenever that person opens the door and looks at me, I'm not going to be frozen in place, not knowing what to do next. I already have in mind what I want to do. So whenever you're waiting for an answer to come to you, or when you're waiting for God to answer you, period, you're not praying to get something. You're not asking to get something. You're asking knowing you already have that thing. You're praying knowing you've already received the answer to it. So that when it comes, you're like, okay, I was banging on this coming. Now let's do this, this, and this. It's part of your plan. It's part of what you're doing. In this season that we're in this time that we're going into, in this year, it's almost like there are, when you used to hide things in the bottles, the message in the bottle things, when you say, "Oh, I'm making a time capsule," and really you just open it next week. But there are things that are already prepared in the ground. They're already there for you. You just have to dig them up and take them. It's kind of like a harvest. You just have to dig them up and take them. A seed was planted at some point, somewhere, somehow. Maybe it was you. Maybe it was your angel. Maybe it was on your behalf. Whatever. It was planted and it's now there for you to take it. But if you're not asking for it, you're not going to taste of it. You're not going to receive it. So make sure that you are asking, number one. But also, I think the bigger thing is that God is not going to deny your request. He said so himself. I was checking in a bag and then I was asking for my carry-on to be checked in as well. And the first lady was like, no. So I was like, all right. I mean, that's fair. Whatever. But then I went to the next desk and the guy was like, I see that you just came from over there. I guess this is so you want me to check it in? And I was like, yes. And he responded and said, that's a genuine request. I can't deny that. I can't deny a genuine request. Jesus can't deny a genuine request. As long as it's going to advance the kingdom, as long as it's going to make people's lives better, as long as it's in the will of God, he cannot turn down your request. Start by making a list of your requests. I've been in a position where I'm even scared to make a list of what I want. Scared to even make a list of requests that I have for God, because I'm like, what if he doesn't answer me? What if he doesn't this? All of this like soul psychology stuff that's so pointless at the end of the day, because you know who you are, you know what you're able to ask. Just ask. Make a list of requests. Even Esther, like, there's a verse in Esther. I bet y'all didn't know this because it just popped out to me the other day. That's like, okay, KJV says, is it Esther? It's Esther 5. The king says, what is troubling you, Queen Esther? Whatever you want. What is it? And what is thy request? The thing is, the KJV says it really, really well, because it says, then said the king unto her, what wilt thou, Queen Esther? What do you wish, Queen Esther? What do you wish? What is your request? So, what do you wish? Number one. And then what is your request? A lot of us stop at what do you wish? And then we expect what do you wish to just appear, the manifestation of what you wish to appear, when God is waiting for you to voice your request. Esther responds, our good sister, she says, up to half the kingdom it will be given to you. So Esther answered, if it pleases the king, if it pleases the father, let the king and Haman come today to the banquet that I prepared for them. And then the king said, bring Haman quickly. She didn't even tell him like the real. Sorry, it is Esther 5:6 even. At the banquet of wine, the king said to Esther, what is your petition? It shall be granted you. What is your request? Up to half the kingdom. So her request was one thing. Her petition was another thing. What is that verse that says, like, be anxious for nothing but everything by prayer and supplication? That's not petition. The prayer of petition is when you, like, a humble request. So what is your petition? What is your request? What is it you wish? Don't stop at wishing. Don't stop at wishing. Actually ask. You deserve to ask. You are worthy of an answer because you've been given the ability to ask a question. God doesn't want you to be sitting there waiting for someone to give you the opportunity to ask. Ask. Asking doesn't make you weak at all. Asking does not make you weak. Asking just shows that you need help, or you are in a position where you need to be helped with the fulfillment or the answer to your question, so that you are stronger than you were. It just means you need strengthening. Asking for help just means you need strengthening. And if you're strengthened, as my good pastor says, you won't be weak for long. Like, it doesn't make you weak to ask for help. It doesn't make you weak to ask a question. It doesn't make you weak at all. Just ask, and it shall be given. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.